Assalamu alaikum. Auzu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Wa iz bawwayna li Ibrahim ma kana al bayti an la tushrik bi shay'an wa tahhir bayti lit taifina wal khaimina wa rukkais sujud. وَأَذِّنْ فِي النَّاسِ بِالْحَجِّ يَأْتُوكَ رِجَالًا وَعَلَى كُلِّ ضَامِرٍ يَأْتِينَ مِنْ كُلِّ فَجٍّ عَمِيقٍ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in Surah Al-Hajj, verse 26 and 27 says, "And mention, O Muhammad, when we designated for Abraham the site of the house, saying, do not associate anything with me and purify my house for those who perform tawaf and those who stand in prayer and those who bow down and prostrate. And proclaim to the people the Hajj pilgrimage. They will come to you on foot and on every lean camel. They will come from every distant pass. Eid Mubarak to all of you. Kullu amantu bi khair." My dear brothers and sisters, Allah is Al-Wadud, the loving one. Through His love, He has bestowed on us infinite blessings. And one of His blessings is the Hajj. The Hajj means so many things to so many people. To me, one of the meanings of the Hajj is connections. Allow me a few minutes to explain what I mean and explain how MAPS is establishing these connections. First, the Hajj is a connection of mankind to Allah, As-Samad, the eternally besought. Close to 3 million pilgrims have traveled from every corner of the world and are in Mecca today to seek a connection to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the Almighty. Our Imam Joban and many in our community have made this journey too. In Mecca, they have called out to Allah, Labbaik, Allahumma Labbaik, Labbaik, La Sharika Laka Labbaik. Here I am at your service. You have no partner, and here I am at your service. The Hajj is the first and the foremost a connection to the one, Al-Wahid. Second, the Hajj is a connection to our beloved Prophet, peace be upon him, and to his mission. In the year 632, nearly 1400 years ago, the Holy Prophet, peace be upon him, culminated his message in the only Hajj that he performed. In the Urana valley of Mount Arafah, the Prophet gave his last sermon and said, "All those who listen to me shall pass on my words to others, and those to others again. And may the last ones understand my words better than those who listen to me directly. Be my witness, O Allah, that I have conveyed your message to your people." We testify that indeed our beloved Prophet has conveyed Allah's message. He asked us to connect to others and those to others again. Through Hajj, we connect with our beloved Prophet and his message. Third, Hajj is a connection with all humanity. In the same sermon, our beloved Prophet most famously proclaimed, "All mankind is from Adam and Eve. An Arab has no superiority over a non-Arab, nor a non-Arab has any superiority over an Arab. Also, a white has no superiority over black, nor a black has any superiority over white, except by the piety and good action. By donning simple garments, by shedding all worldly displays of class, position, and citizenship, by performing the same rituals together, we are reasserting this message of equality. We are connecting with all humanity at truly human level." The pilgrims came from all over the world, as the Quran ayah just read predicted, and today 1.5 billion Muslims worldwide are celebrating the Eid together. Hajj is really a connection across the human landscape and the earthly space. Fourth, Hajj connects us across time. Hajj is a celebration of the life of our forefathers, Ibrahim, peace be upon him. The rituals in Hajj honor his story and the story of his family and his sacrifice. Hence, Hajj is a connection from us across to all the Muslims who performed Hajj through the time, going back to the time of our beloved Prophet ﷺ, and going all the way back to Prophet Abraham, and in some readings going back to Prophet Adam. Fifth, Hajj is a connection to the heavens. In Surah 52 At-Tur, Allah Al-Azim swears by Al-Baytul Mamur, or the flourishing house, which many commentators agree is a place in the heaven where angels perform the tawaf. Hajj is a connection to the angels praying in the heaven to Allah Al-Jalil, the revered. In some way, Hajj takes each one of us and establishes these deep connections in all directions, in all dimensions. And if the Hajj aims to establish these connections in Mecca, it's our duty to keep these connections when we return back home. Let me explain how at MAPS we aim to maintain these connections. First, connection to Allah Almighty. MAPS endeavors to deepen our spiritual connection. In addition to many Islamic classes that we held and the qualified teachers who we have, our staff, we bring in nationally recognized speakers and scholars on a monthly basis to help us strengthen this connection of Iman. Ustad Numan Ali Khan was here last week, where over 1,500 people attended and learned from him. In the coming weeks, we have already booked Husham Ayush, Yasser Auda, and Imam Majid to come and teach us. We, of course, place great emphasis on our kids' Islamic education and have some 800 kids enrolled in various classes throughout the year. MAPS also serves all the Islamic needs of the local community. We cover all the funeral expenses for those who cannot afford them. Second, connection to the Muslim community. Many of our programs and events are aimed to strengthen the bonds amongst us. From 300 people attending a camp in Woodby Island last month to our Friday night events. However, we have a special consideration to connect to those in our community who are less fortunate. Before Eid al-Fitr, we distributed Sadaqah and Zakat to 725 families. We have a big program ongoing to help the refugees from Syria. On a given week, we make several checks to pay to the rent, school fees, utility bills, emergency aids, etc. This is only possible through your generous donations. We also maintain a connection to Ummah worldwide. Please attend a Reflections on Bosnia later this month and a movie screening on Palestine next month. Third, connection to the broad local community. As I have explained in my past addresses, we have expanded our outbound goods services through MAPS MCRC to benefit everybody irrespective of their religion, to better connect with our neighbors and the issues in our city, and to demonstrate Islam and the Muslims in their true light. We now have a free and subsidized health clinic for the first time operated by the Muslims and with using the community doctors and the doctors at large. We host this every month. We host blood banks and dental vans. We feed the homeless and distribute bus cards to the needy. And we have programs that engage the elderly. These programs that I defined just now are open to all in the community. We have started MAPS Now, Nature, Outdoor and Wilderness, to repair the trails and beautify our parks. You can see the signs on the highways that is sponsored by MAPS for the cleaning the highways. We started another program called MAPS Tags, which hosts the public technical meetups where a lot of technical experts from the community at large participate and share the technical trends in the industry. We have MAPS IOC, which maintains a very strong connection with the various other interfaith groups. In a way, just like Hajj is connections, MAPS is connections. We have a large number of programs going on in our center. And I want to ask all of you to maintain your connections to this masjid and help establish more connections in more directions as we move forward. I want to close by thanking our Sheikh Jaban, who has taken a group for Hajj. That's why he's not here today, for sharing his knowledge through his classes and halakhas and helping us build the community. I want to thank Brother Abdul Salam for his unwavering effort in managing our operations, our cleaning staff and our volunteers, our teachers, our city police and officials who help us think about our safety of our community, and all of you for putting your trust in us and praying for us. Let me leave you with the three things. Number one, let's all try to commit to doing at least one project next year with our outbound good initiatives to give back to the society we live in. There are a lot of opportunities here at MAPS, but if you have an idea which we are not doing, please reach out to us and we'll help implement that. Number two, prioritize helping, supporting and establishing our centers here in United States. Our children are going to grow here and the strong foundation is very critical for us. Participate in other wider community initiatives that will help create an unshakable foundation for next generation right here. Number three, provide your constructive feedback to us. Let us know what we are doing right, where we need to improve, and do continue to support MAPS with your ideas, with your time, and with your volunteer hours, and with your financial support, so we can always improve and grow. And finally, I would like to welcome all the new people who have come to MAPS for the first time. We welcome you with open arms and heart, irrespective of who you are and where you came from. You are one of us. Please take time after the prayers to explore your masjid and programs. Grab a copy of the annual report where we have listed our activities. Subscribe to our newsletter, become a part of our community, and help us in creating the programs and experiences which will shape our community for generations to come. Our belief in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, living our lives according to His will, helping the needy, and learning from the examples of our beloved Prophet, peace be upon him, will serve as a ground for us to lead the way in this journey. Jazakumullah khair for your time and attention.